Hey everyone, welcome from the depths. I'm Menti, and this is episode 16 of the Frigate Fracas tournament. Once more, we've got the Protostar by Delta Force as our active combatant, going up against the ACR-15 Jefferson by Fracas 4. It's important to note that the Protostar has 6 wins, 7 are required to get into the Hall of Champions. So if the Protostar pulls off this victory here, it will be our first champion. But that's a Fracas 4 ship. It's a Fracas doesn't make bad vessels, let's put it that way. Let's go ahead and get this first round underway, see how it's going to go. Secondaries from both sides firing away. Primary shells coming in. Ooh, landing immediate hits. Oh! Oh, the Protostar's gun is knocked out. I don't know what happened, but it is not aiming. That is huge. But knowing the Protostar's repair rate, it'll probably get that fixed up. And we saw one of those shells land and hit like right at the turret neck there. Yep, there it is. It's repaired. The gun is back to aiming, but now it's barrel damaged. The Jefferson is knocking off blocks off the Protostar left and right, though. Have to burn a lot of resources on repairing, and I don't think it's actually fixed its gun well enough to be able to fire it. Jefferson is at full health at the moment. The secondaries of the Protostar, I saw one of them bounce off earlier, so they aren't really doing anything. Protostar down to 89%. Jefferson is actually managing to damage the Protostar through its repair rate, which is impressive. That is quite a bit of firepower. Protostar hasn't even been able to fire back in a long time. Its gun's been damaged and it has not been able to repair fast enough to actually fix it. Oh, the Protostar seems to have just lost engine power. Like I said, Fracas does not make bad ships. He is like any ship made by Fracas 4 is going to be a tough opponent. Big chunk of Protostar blocks going flying there. Looks like the repair bots are working on the engine there. But I'm not sure if it's engine damage or it could be fuel. Like the fuel supplies could have been destroyed. Who knows? The Protostar has taken a ton of damage. And it seems like the indicator for materials has broken. The Protostar is it's not showing the Protostar using its materials. Oh, the Protostar is 80% in sinking. It has lost too much in the way of buoyancy. And there it goes. It has been soundly defeated in round 1 by the Jefferson. Very impressive round there. But let's see how this second round goes, because the Jefferson got a pretty early and lucky shot. It looked like a shell landed like right here on the Protostar's gun, and that knocked it out temporarily. And then by the time it came back online, it had taken so much other gun damage, it was just never able to fully repair the gun. But let's go ahead and get round 2 going. And we'll see if the Jefferson's going to pull that off again, prove it wasn't luck, or if the Protostar is going to make a comeback here. that shell went right into the turret face. All kinds of damage to the Protostar's gun. And see, in other fights when we've seen the Protostar's gun get damaged, the repair rate of the Protostar was as that such that it's able to fix the gun. But the Jefferson, as much damage as it does, it keeps the repair bots too busy to fix the gun. But it seems like they are actually managing to fix the gun this time around. Yep, the gun is fixed, and the Jefferson takes a hit. Big hole blown in its deck, but nothing important. It was awfully close to hitting that turret, though. Awfully close. Oh, maybe it was a little important. The Jefferson is taking on water. It's pushing itself down underneath the waves. Oh, there it goes. It has repaired the hull. Getting itself back fighting again. This time the Protostar is fighting back and not giving it in. Not giving up easy. It's like, no, you will not win as easily as you did that first round. I'm gonna make a fight of this. Protostar repairing up. Ooh, but it just took another shot. See, that is one downside to those gun shields. The Jefferson's guns are able to penetrate through those and then hit the turret behind it. So all those blocks around the turret are just another area that the aim point can select to fire on that will hit and damage the gun. They work well against the other shells that don't have as much penetration, but the Jefferson's weapons are just going right through it. And the Jefferson's repair rate isn't exactly shabby. I mean, it's keeping up with the Protostar as far as using its materials go. But I think that's also because of ammo. The Protostar has not dealt as much damage as the Jefferson has. Gun's getting repaired again. Man, could you imagine being like the captain of the Jefferson and be like, how many times do we have to disable that thing? Oh, no, the gun is fixed, and ooh, the rear gun of the Jefferson takes a direct hit. It is disabled, but with the Jefferson high on hit points and a good repair rate, it might be able to bring that back online. It's going to be difficult, though, because the Jefferson is low on materials. I don't know if it's going to it's probably not going to have enough. I think that gun is just disabled. It is gone. We are not going to see it fight anymore. Nope. That rear gun on the Jefferson is gone, but the Protostar also running out of materials. Both ships right about 95, 96% hit points. So it's going to come down to who can sustain their damage better. So I don't know if the Protostar... oh, it's also got a damaged gun barrel. The Protostar is not firing. I don't think it has enough ammo. Ooh, another direct hit to that turret, but that gun was already disabled, so it doesn't really do much. It didn't even manage to pop the turret cap. So that's not going to do a whole lot. The Jefferson, or the Protostar, if it wants to win this, needs to aim at this other frontal turret. It needs to knock out that main gun, knock out those secondaries, and then whittle away the Jefferson hit points so it can win. But it just doesn't have the DPS to pull that off, I don't think. Especially now that it's run out of materials and its fire rate is slowed greatly. Wow, that was a secondary shell, I think. All that explosive damage, or yeah, I think it might be Hesh. I'm not sure. But whatever it was, it sent blocks cascading all over the place. Yeah, I just saw fragments. Those must be Hesh shells. Hesh is quite effective at just destroying blocks, ripping away armor, dealing raw flat damage. And it has some penetration capabilities. It's able to get in there and hit critical components, but it's a lot harder to do that than with something like an APAG shell. But APAG doesn't do as much raw damage as Hesh, so, you know, trade-offs. Yeah, it looks like the Protostar is going to be defeated here, because its guns just aren't firing anymore. It is getting whittled down by the two secondaries and the two remaining primaries of the Jefferson. It's getting really low in the water. It would probably get an 80% sinking if its propulsion went offline. I think drag is a big factor in why it's staying up right now. Jefferson deciding to put a little space between itself and the Protostar. Ooh, those shells just barely missing. Protostar finally getting a shot off, but not able to connect. Oh, and it looks like it's it's lost almost all of its propellers. It only has one left. It is struggling just to stay afloat. Protostar's main gun taking another hit there, missing with the shells. Oh, it is. The Protostar is struggling so much right now. Does not want to give up, but it is completely at the mercy of the Jefferson. Well, I guess not completely, but like 90%. It really can't do much. It has one propeller, a badly damaged gun, and a 68% health. And by badly damaged, I may mean disabled at this point. It has lost a lot of barrel. Oh, no, it is not disabled. It is still firing on... Ooh, direct hit to one of those secondary compartments. It managed to blow up both secondary guns in the rear there. Oh, man, it's a shame you didn't do that sooner, Protostar. Because that is a lot of DPS lost on the Jefferson that it cannot get back because it doesn't have the materials to repair. Oh, the Jefferson has lost its final propeller. It is dead in the water. And oh, there goes the turret. Yep, the turret got detonated there. It is destroyed. Protostar down to 55.6%. It's only going to take a couple more volleys at most. And there it is. The Protostar is 2 damage. The Jefferson proving that first round may have been there may have been a lucky shot involved that made it end more quickly, but it was not a fluke. Jefferson picks up, I believe it's its second win. Yeah. Bam. And the Protostar gets its first loss. But it still has to lose 2 more times before it wins once in order to fall. So the next combatant here is going to be the Less is More by Los Bacac. I don't know how you say that, but it's the at least I can pronounce the ship Less is More. So yeah, that'll be coming up in the next episode, folks. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the battlefield.